What's up, guys, and welcome to Social Superstar. My name is Hannah, and today I'm doing something very exciting. But before I get started, I want you guys to go down there and smash that subscribe button and give this video a huge thumb up. And turn on the post notifications so you get notified whenever I post a new video. So let's get rolling. So guys, did you know that kids with special needs take part in the Olympics? Today, Special Olympics Pakistan has over 60,000 registered athletes. They surely make us proud. Have you ever taken part in a sports day at school? Well, I have. Do comment below and let me know. Now it's time for my favorite part of the day. Let's move on. I have a multi-talented actor with me here today. Let me introduce to you Sarvat Gilani. Hi Sarvat auntie.
Hi Johnny.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So,
Yes.
would you want to go on and introduce yourself?
Yes. So I'm Sarvat Gilani. I'm an actor since more than a decade. I wouldn't want to name the numbers yet. But yeah, it's been an amazing ride, and I also became the ambassador for Special Olympics. I work with special needs athletes. It's been 6 years that I've been doing that. And I also, I'm a little bit of an artist myself, so I like to paint and do design spaces. And you must have seen my art classes, did you?
So basically during the quarantine, during the lockdown, me, my brother, we were at home, we didn't have anything to do, and on Saturdays when my mother was at home, we used to open up your page and then we used to see these arts and crafts. So first arts we did was, I think we made those robots.
Yeah.
And then the second art we did was the magic art.
Oh, lovely. I'm so happy.
Yeah. So let's start with our question answers.
Yes.
Okay. Our first question is, being an actor, you must be very busy. So how do you cope up with your busy schedule?
Okay, so more than acting, since I do one project a year, and I've been doing that since 10 years, so I only do one project a year. Also, why? Because I am busy with so many other things and projects that I don't want to take on a lot of work and then not justify doing all of those characters, you know, because every character needs a lot of time and a lot of manufacturing. So I want to take on one project a year so I can concentrate on that. So the rest of my time is divided in my home, with my kids, with my special needs kids, with my Indus Hospital kids. So I work with a lot over the entire month with them. But I'll tell you, Hannah, the best way to do everything under the sun, everybody can do it. They all have the powers to do it. But the only thing that you require is being organized. So if you're organized, you can do anything and everything.
So like, we only on the weekends, we are allowed to have snacks and we're allowed to sleep late, except for Sunday. So our schedule is the same.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Okay, when you were a child, did you think you were going to be an actor when you grew up?
I never thought I'll be an actor, but I always was very sure that I will be an artist, because my mother was an art teacher in her own school. She was a principal, and she used to give me a lot of art material to spend my time while she was away. So I would make a lot of paintings and make cards and sell those cards. I think it was always art that I wanted to do, something in that field. And art, the amazing bit about art is, after I graduated as a graphic designer, I could also design spaces, I could also paint, I could do interiors, I could do landscaping, and I could also act. So art gave me a lot of avenues and a lot of different ways. So if I got bored with one thing, I could always jump to the other.
Really nice. I basically at home, I also just love doing arts and crafts, and it's just takes the time. And then
I can see you have this lovely book, you have this creative space. I'm so impressed.
everyone knows you as an actor, but few know you as a social worker. So could you tell us a little bit about being a social worker?
I think, Hannah, it's very important that we all take up responsibility for fixing the things that are lacking in our society or community. So I felt that as a media person, as a person from the industry, I have so many fans and so many eyes and ears that are hearing and listening to what I'm saying, that are watching me. So let's make the most of these eyes and ears and give out good positive messages. So I think we should take responsibility, not throw trash. If somebody is throwing trash, tell them that it's a bad thing to do, not to waste water, and so on and so forth. I bet you do
That's
it already.
really good. So what motivated you into being a social worker? It's a lot of responsibility, right?
Yes, it is. You know what motivated me? People had those problems, but they were not getting out and saying something about it or voicing their concerns.
So Savikanti, I have a cousin with special needs, so I know about them, but there are a lot of kids out there, like my school friends, who don't really know who they are and don't know about these kids. So do you think parents should tell their children about these special needs?
Yes, absolutely, Hannah. I think, we should talk about the special needs people. We should talk the sort of problems they go through with our children at home. So I have told my kids about the special needs athletes that I work with. I take them wherever I can to different events so that they get familiar and they don't get scared. You know what happens is that when children don't know about special needs kids, they don't know how to react to them. And because they don't know how to react to them, they become afraid of them.
Yeah.
Right? So it's our responsibility as parents, as teachers, as family members to talk about special needs kids with our kids from a very young age. Because I remember I went to a birthday party. I took my kids, it was somebody's birthday party, and there was a jumping castle, right? That fancy bouncy jumping castle. And everybody was running and they were, playing on it. All the kids were playing. And then there was a special needs kid who was standing in the corner and he wanted to play, but nobody would come and play with him, right? And so I noticed, so I came and I stood close to him. I didn't say anything. And then I saw that the kids started bullying him. So when they started bullying him and pushing him, he started becoming aggressive, because they are very sensitive. So what my point is that we have to constantly try every day. We have to make this effort every day to accept these special needs kids and make them part of our community and make them part of our friends.
So these kids are who need extra help, but they're very intelligent. So do they win trophies? Do they win competitions? Do they win medals?
Hannah, I'll tell you, I get my strength from them. I don't get it from anyone else but these amazing athletes, because their mantra, which is their belief, or how they raise their hands and they take their oath is, if you fail and if you have tried and if you fail and if you don't win, be happy and satisfied in the fact that you at least tried. And that is a very important message of life, that everybody should try. There's no harm in trying.
Yes.
So every time my older kid, who's 5 years old, Rohan, every time he says that, oh, I can't do this, and then I give him an example of our special athlete heroes. So yes, they train all year round. Every 4 years is Special Olympics. And so all 4 years, every day for 8 hours, every day, 8 hours every day for 4 years. They train in whatever, like somebody's a swimmer, somebody's a bicyclist, somebody's a runner, somebody's a sprinter, somebody's a basketball player. So all year round they are just practicing and trying to get better and try and move away and move past their struggles. So they are my superheroes. I take my energy from them, and they win. Oh my God, they win so much. They win respect for Pakistan, they win acceptance for Pakistan, and they also win lots of medals for Pakistan. So the last time when they went, they won 65 medals for Pakistan.
One kid or different kids?
Different kids.
That is very cool.
Yes.
So you mean that there are a lot of kids that play Special Olympics for Pakistan. They train non-stop for 4 years, 8 hours a day.
Yes.
That is very cool.
Isn't that so motivating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can also be a big help just by being friends with them. These kids with special needs also want friends like us. So, how's it like, and
how do we extend our friendship to them? So we have all these amazing training camps that take place all year round.
Okay.
And I'm going to call you next time. Okay. And I'm going to invite you to one of the training camps where we have athletes come in from Lahore, Islamabad, and different, Gujranwala and up north, Quetta and Balochistan, and we have this big group of athletes training, and there's a lot of play areas and play groups. I would like you to tell all your friends to visit www.specialolympics.com and on their Facebook page. So there's a really nice play area for special needs kids. Maybe they can tap into that and see how they can go and make friends with special needs kids.
Sure. So you're saying that you're gonna call me around?
Yes.
Sure.
Will you come?
So would you mind if I brought a friend with me?
Absolutely not. Please bring as many people as you want.
Okay, so for sure I will go.
Done.
Last but not the least, how should we as children contribute towards this cause? What would be your suggestion on it?
We have lots of events that take place, and how you can find out about these events is if you visit our Special Olympics Pakistan Facebook page. So we keep updating about our marathon, about our reading club, about our play groups, and there's a lot of update that keeps coming in, and you can keep in touch, and it would mean the world to me if you and your friends could come one of the days and we can arrange a nice tea party with
Definitely.
our athletes. Yeah.
Now let the fun begin. Let's move on to our rapid fire. Let's start with the first one.
Okay.
Who's your favorite Disney princess and why?
Hannah, and she's sitting in front of me. I think the one with those red curly locks.
Oh, that's Merida, right? Or is that you?
The really powerful one who takes
that's
on.
Merida, yeah.
Is it the one with the red locks?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
She
mine.
made the movie Brave, I think.
Yes, Brave, where she rescues her parents.
Yeah. Why is she your favorite Disney princess?
Because she does not fear anything. She's fearless. And I think
Yes.
strength comes to those who are fearless.
Yes. The weirdest habit you have?
The weirdest habit I have, okay, I think every time, I don't know if it's weird, but I think people think it's weird. Every time I see an aeroplane going, I make a small prayer quickly that I hope it lands safely. And so I am in events and I'm in serious places, and then I'm just like quickly looking at the plane and making that quick dua, and people are looking at me कि ये क्या हो गया, इसने पहले कभी aeroplane नहीं देखा है.
My weirdest habit would be while I'm working, I'm chewing on a pen or a pencil. and
Oh
I'll
my
really do that.
God, that's not good.
That's the worst habit.
I don't want to list the rest of my bad habits to you. I want to be in your good books, Hannah. Okay.
one thing you just won't eat?
You know, Hannah, so because I had a principal mother, everything we had to eat. Everything that was on the table, we had to eat it. We just could not say no to it.
I will not eat olives. I don't think I will ever eat olives.
Even the pitted ones with a carrot inside, the green ones. Oh my god. Okay.
If there is an olive on a pizza, that's not for me.
Oh, it's not for you.
So,
Oh.
where would you go if you were invisible?
Oh, to so many places. And to so many official places. So many offices that I want to fix.
Basically,
Where would you go if you were invisible?
where I would go if I was invisible, I think I would go to an airport.
To the airport?
And then I would take a flight to anywhere I want.
Wow, where would
Take
you
a world
go?
tour.
A world tour. And that's a smart one. That's a smart one. See, I'm not that smart. You're smarter. You would.
Because like nobody can hear you, nobody can see you, nobody can feel you. So I don't need a visa. I don't need a passport. If you weren't famous, what would you be up to right now?
I would be painting the walls of Karachi city. I would be painting them red and blue and different colors. I feel there's a lack of colors. You know how when you go abroad, there's amazing buildings have these amazing, what do you call it, art on it.
Yeah,
amazing.
spray paint.
And they do such amazing art, and you know they make the old buildings look so creative and so wonderful. I think I would love to do that.
That's what my opinion was. I thought, like you would say, you would open up an arts and crafts show. I think you would be up to that. But
This is better.
favorite day of the week?
Saturday. Even
Mine
Friday.
would be Friday
Yeah.
because, like Friday, you could stay up late. I get to
Yeah.
have junk food.
I know, right? I also can have junk food only on Friday. Your life is as good as mine, or my life is as difficult as yours in this regard. Yes.
If you could make a rule for a day and everybody in the city had to follow it, what would it be?
I would want all the corrupt people to leave their job. That would fix a lot of problems, right?
They could stay home, have
They could
family
stay
time.
home and have family time. And
So my rule, I'm not sure, but one rule that I would make for a day is that everybody just eats junk food. That's it.
I want to be part of that day, Hannah. Please call me.
Okay. So that brings an end to a rapid fire round. Thank you so much.
I don't want to go yet.
Thank you so much for coming.
Can I do one chum chum with you? Hannah, you know. Come on, I'll teach you.
I don't.
Come on, I'll teach you.
I know how to do this.
Yeah, there's this.
Okay.
Chum chum chum.
I think I have done this before.
Yes,
I-
we're trying. See, you teach me some, I'll teach you some. Okay, can you do this? Okay, it's supposed to be like this.
The
Center, palm, center, palm.
center.
Center, palm, center, palm, center, palm, center, palm. Come on.
I don't think I can. Okay, center.
Palm, center, palm, center, palm, center, palm. See, you're a good learner.
Thank you, Sarvat Auntie, for coming to the show. It meant a lot to me. And don't forget, all of you, to check out the Facebook page Special Olympics Pakistan. And before you all go, I want you to subscribe and give this video a huge thumbs up. And Sarvat Auntie, before you leave, I want you to sign this
Really?
with a black mark. Yes.
Oh, is that HANNA?
Yes.
Yes.
HANNAH.
H.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
for
you.
you.
This is good. Okay. I will.
Can I read what it says? It says, "Dearest Hannah, you're super special. Always stay this cool. Love, Sarvat Auntie."
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sarvat Auntie, for coming. It meant a lot to me, and I had a great time. I'm sure all my viewers did too. And don't forget to check out the Special Olympics Pakistan Facebook page and
like it
right,
and follow it.
right.
Yes.
So guys, till then, take good care and don't forget to subscribe to Social Superstar.